code of the class to add new methods into it. Guys, understood this? Read it. Read from here. Did you understand? Array, without the source code, how can you add new methods, guys? Without the source code, how can you add new methods? Is it possible? So this is the first problem. Second, we may have the source code, but we may not have permissions to make modifications in the to the code. This is the second issue here. Source code is available. But we may not have permissions to make modifications. What permissions we may not have to make modifications? Think it like this, guys. What is it? The class was already sent for testing. Was already sent for testing. It was already sent for testing. And the testing team has certified, there are no errors in the code. The testing team has certified there are no errors in the code. The testing team came out telling there are no errors in the code now. No errors in the code. And now what are you telling? You will make modifications in the class. So in that scenario, your team leader will not give permissions, guys. Why he will not give permissions? Because the code is already tested. Now, if you make modifications, do I require to send the code for testing again or not? Come on, guys, be active. Come on, fast. So in such scenario, your team leader will say no. Your team leader will say no. Okay. A small correction here. I have a class, I said, not a class here, a type, where this type can be either a class or structure. The type can be either a class or structure because I'll just correct it as type, because the type is defined long back. Type is defined long back, comma. To add new methods into it, we will come across the following issues. Okay. First thing, maybe we may not have the source code of the type. We may not have the source code of the type to add new members. Second thing, we may have the source code, but we may not have permissions to make modifications in the code. Did you understand why permissions problem will come? Do you understand why permissions problem will come? Team leader, see, you want to do any modifications in the code. Tomorrow, if you join in a company and if at all you want to do any modifications in the existing code, for every modification you want to make, you're required to get a permission from your team leader, guys. For every modification in existing code, you are declaring a new variable, you're required to just take a permission from your team leader. Why are you declaring that? It's not simply going and writing off. You make any change, you're required to tell the team leader, why did you do that? Understood? There will be code reviews. There will be code reviews. In the code reviews, they will just ask you, why did you do this? Everything is answerable. You cannot go and do whatever changes you want. Okay? So this scenario is a very important thing. You will not have permissions to make modifications in the code. Okay, na? Now, the important thing here is we can overcome the above problems. We can overcome the above problems by using inheritance. By using inheritance, provided the type is a class. We need to know. Hey, okay, we can overcome the above problems by using inheritance, provided the type is a class. Got it point? Got my point, guys? Or if the type is a class, we can take a child class now, and whatever methods you want to define in the class, you can define in the child class. Parent and child class methods can be accessed by using child class instance now. Yes or not? Okay. But the problem, but the problems here are, if the type is a structure, or sealed class, inheritance will not work. If the type is a structure or sealed class, inheritance will not work, guys. Second problem. Even if the type is a class, and we used inheritance to define new methods, even if the type is a class, and we defined and we used inheritance to define new methods, we cannot access the new members defined in the child class by using parent class instance. Guys, continue reading. Actually, what is our intention? Our intention is to add methods into a class. But by using inheritance, can I call the methods by using the original class? Huh? By using inheritance, even though I define the methods, can I call the methods by using the original class? Huh? You need to call by using child class. We cannot call by using the original class. Is every point I typed here is clear? Is every point I typed here is clear? No, I'm typing, that's all. I'm typing. I'm not in mute. I'm not in mute here. I'm just typing, that's all. Guys, read it, guys. To overcome all the above problems, we are provided with a new concept in C# 3.2. In C# 3.2, what are that? Extension methods. By using this, we can add new methods into any existing type, class or structure, without using inheritance or without modifying the source code of the original type, without modifying the class or structure, just without using inheritance or without the need of source code to modify the need of source code of the original type to modify. Just a minute, guys. The need of original types source code original type source code to modify, or even without recompiling the source code of original type. Yeah, sorry guys, read it now. Read it now. It's a very beautiful and excellent feature, guys. It's a very beautiful and excellent feature. What is this? I don't require the source code of the original type. I don't require the source code of the original type. I don't require to modify the original type, nothing. Without doing any of these particular things, I can add new methods into an existing type. And see the beauty here? The type can be a class, a normal class, sealed class, or the type can be a structure, whatever it is. Got it? Yes, I don't require to recompile the source code of the original type. Dinesh, I'm right. I don't require to recompile the source code of original type. I don't require. What is here? Prem Sai. Prem Sai. Prem Sai. Mr. Prem Sai, are you there? Take care of your video. Got hang up. I am also not able to stop it. Okay, stopped. Okay, guys. Did you understand this concept now? I'll show you practically. Watch. I will show you practically. I am adding a new class here. I have named this class as test extension methods. Test extension methods. This is the class. Watch, guys. There's a class called test extension methods. In this class, I'm writing the main method. I am creating the instance of the program class. Program is my first class in the project, guys. Program is the first class in my project, right? In that class, you defined 4 methods. Do you remember? Test 1, test 2, test 3, test 4. Watch it. These are the 4 methods you defined in the program class. Test 1, test 2, test 3, test 4. Total 4 methods. Okay, huh? Now, if you look at this one, I want to add a new method in the program class. I want to add a new method in the program class. I have the source code also. But when I asked the permission of my team leader said no. Did you get my point? I want to add a new method into this class called test5. I got the source code also. So I cannot add it in the class now. But I want it. If I use inheritance, can I call by using the instance of program? If I use inheritance, can I call by using the instance of program? We cannot call it by using the instance of the program now. No, we can't call. Okay? So this is the problem. Same way. Reference also cannot call. Na? You're telling reference. Reference also cannot call because it becomes a pure child class. Reference also cannot call. Child class instance only can call. Rahul. Same way, I'm going to create the instance of the my struct. My struct obj is equals to new my struct. My struct m is equals to new my struct. Observe, guys. Okay? I'm just going to create the my struct here. My struct. What is my struct? My struct is the one what you watched in your videos, guys. My struct is the structure what you watched up in the videos. Okay? My struct. I created. In this, I have a display method. But I want a method with a name called as show. I want a method with a name called as a show. Do I have it? Come on, watch, guys. Do I have it? No. There is no method called as show in the list. But I want it. Yes, sir. Where is it here? Rahul, where is it? I want a method called show in this now. But I don't have. Again, do I have the source code? Yes. But again, same problem. My team leader is not permitting me. Okay, now? Concentrate. I'll show you all the things one by one. Next. Int or uint I is equals to 5. Uint is a class or structure. Structure. Why? All these are value types and all value types are structures. All these are value types and all value types are structures. You put your mouse there, it will show you. Check all of you. It is clearly telling you there is a structure. That is a structure. It is going to be a structure. Okay? So this is a structure for you basically. Now guys, in this, basically, I want to find out the factorial of this number. See, basically in this, there are some methods here. There are some methods like a get type and all. You call them. You know them. Get type, try parse. Like this, we just have some methods. Okay? Compare to, equals, the methods. But I'm expecting a method. Called factorial. Do I have? But here my problem is I don't have source code. Do you have the source code of uint class with you? Sorry, uint structure with you? Do you have the source code of the uint? I don't have the source code. Here problem is not with permissions, guys, now. Here the problem is not with permissions. I don't have the source code at all. Okay, but I'm expecting a method called factorial. I'm expecting a method called factorial. Okay, na? Next. String s is equals to I have a string like this, guys. This is string. This is a string. I want to convert this string into uppercase. You want to convert into uppercase? Yeah, you can convert here. S is equals to s dot. There is a direct method called toUpper, converts into uppercase. Direct method called toUpper, which converts into uppercase. Console dot write line. Yes. You can see it converted into uppercase. I want to convert this into lowercase. Yeah, no problem. I have a direct method called toLower. Run. It will convert into lowercase. But guys, my requirement is I want to convert the string into Pascal case. I want to convert the string into Pascal case. You know Pascal case now? The first character of every word should be in uppercase. That's called Pascal case. But unfortunately, there is no method called toPascal. See there? There is no method called toPascal. I want it. I want it. Do you have a source code? Do you have the source code of the string class? No source code. And one more thing also remember, it's a sealed class. It is a sealed class. It is going to be a sealed class. They don't have a source code here, and also this is a sealed class. So inheritance also cannot be used. Source code is not there. Can I use inheritance? The inheritance also cannot be used now. No inheritance can be used, no source code. So now in the program, you're expecting a new method called as? Come on, guys, in the program, you're expecting a new method called as? Program, Rahul, program. Test 5. In the program, I'm expecting a new method called as test 5. In my struct, I'm expecting a new method called as show. In uint, I'm expecting a new method called as factorial. In the string, I'm expecting a new method called as toPascal. Understood the requirement? For 2, source code is available, permissions are not there. For the first 2, source code is there, permissions are not there. Next 2, source code is only not there. Okay, na? In case of these 2, I have source code, but don't have permissions. For these 2, source code is also not there. But I want the methods now. Okay, guys? I hope all are clear. Shall we add the methods? Shall we add the methods now? Okay. Guys, watch it. Take a new class. Take a new class. Take a new class. I'm naming the class as extension methods. Extension methods is my class name. This is a class. Okay, extension method. Declare this class as static. Declare this class as static. Declare the class as static. And guys, do you remember static class can contain only static methods now? Okay. I'm writing a method. Public static void test5. Public static void test5. Console.writeLine. Adding an extension method to class program. I'm writing some code. Adding an extension method to class program. Guys, tell me, if I write a message here adding an extension method to class program, this method will go and add to program, huh? No. Right now, this method belongs to which class? Tell me. Guys, right now, this method belongs to which class? Brainless fellows. Method belongs to which class means test5. Test5 is the method name. Extension methods. It belongs to extension methods. It belongs to extension methods. Clear now? Yeah. Right now, this method belongs to extension methods. Okay, fine. Now, guys, suppose if at all I'm going to take a parameter int i. I'm going to take a parameter int i. What is the meaning of this particular thing? If I pass a parameter int i, what is the meaning of it? The method test5. The method test5 requires a value of type int to execute. Am I right? Okay, now the method test5 requires a value of type int to execute. If I pass string s, the method test5 requires a value of type string s. Are you getting me? The method test5 requires a value of type string s. Okay, now. But guys, remember, the whole meaning changes. The whole meaning changes if I use this keyword here. The whole meaning changes if I use this keyword here. What is the meaning? What is the meaning if I use this keyword here? If I use this keyword, the meaning completely changes now. The meaning of this particular statement is, the method test5 requires to the method test5 belongs to the class string. Did you understand what I said? The method test5 belongs to this class. If I remove this keyword here, what is the meaning? The method test5 requires a value of type string. But if I use this keyword here, the meaning is the method test5 belongs to this class string. Which class? String. Or suppose if I write program, the method test5 belongs to the class program now. Very simple, yaar. Just this keyword, the method test5 belongs to this class. Which class? Program. You want a proof? Come here. Earlier, P dot shown you how many test methods? Earlier, P dot shown you how many test methods? Verify now, you have 5. Verify now, I have 5. And to understand there's an extension method, you'll find a down arrow mark. Noticed it? You'll find a down arrow marker, not only this one. You come, it will clearly tell you program.test5. It is telling you the method belongs to program only, but showing you it's an extension method. See there, test5, execute. Got it? Got it, guys? And now, can I add a show method to my struct? Can I add a show method to my struct? Guys, can you give me 5 minutes? I'm getting hiccups, guys. I have a problem. When I get hiccups, I should not talk for 5 minutes, at least 5. If I stop talking only, that will be out of it. Just 5 minutes, guys. I'm getting hiccups a lot. Please, 5 minutes. Meanwhile, can you tell me, guys? Meanwhile, okay, I will take a break for 5 minutes. Meanwhile, can you tell? I want to define a show method in my struct. Can you tell me this? Try. In just 5 minutes, you try, guys. Type and show me.